Alright, so I had this vision of this person sitting in this ancient crumbling temple, kind of just like sitting and looking outside of the temple or outside of the entrance, kind of like waiting to leave or getting ready to go, or some sort of threshold. It's like a threshold. It's like you've been in the same place, but you know that there is an exit, or you know that there's a way that you're eventually going to get out of this, or out of something, or out of this energy. It's almost like you're staying in the same place right now, getting ready for something. There's also something coming through about wolves as well. There's something about like, there's also something about like a body of water, or looking out at a body of water. Mossy green rocks and like an island in this body of water or something like that. Maybe like even waves crashing, or like a sunset, or somebody could be looking out at the sunset as they're watching this. It's like the end of an era or the end of something. It's like this temple is ancient. It's been there for a long time. You've been inside this for a long time. You could even revisit this place. It's like it's a place that you've replaced. Replacing something with something new, or having to leave. You've come back to something many times to contemplate, to figure something out. It's like temples are usually representative of like a sacred inner structure, of like the psyche of your soul. Maybe it's like a outdated structure in your own mind, or a way of seeing yourself, or seeing something that you've been going through, or seeing an aspect of your life even. I feel like it's like you're ready to go on this journey, or you're ready to move forward from something, but you have been taking a moment to rest before you journey onwards. There's something about like an animal spirit, or an ancestral spirit, or some sort of spirit that's followed you your whole life. There's something coming through about imaginary friends even. Like there's something about a spirit that's followed you your whole life, that's waiting at the entrance or exit of this temple. Like you're looking out of this temple into the world outside of this temple, this path. It's like this path leading you forward. It's like you know the way forward, you just haven't been ready to leave yet. You just haven't been ready to leave this space, or leave this structure, or leave this behind. It's like you know that you're having to leave something behind. It's been hard to leave this behind. But why do I feel like it's like I'm channeling something of like, because it's like something left you behind. It's like you've been waiting in this space where somebody left you behind. Like somebody left you abandoned, or something about being left behind, or feeling like that you were behind, feeling like that nobody showed you the way to get out of something, or that somebody made you feel like you would never be able to go somewhere on your own, or do it on your own, or I'm hearing like do it properly even. It's like something, maybe like an ego identity is collapsing right now, or has been collapsing. You've been contemplating this. But I feel like it's like new life is ready to emerge. There is this path that's forming ahead of you. There is things that are falling into place for you. There are things that are falling into place for you. And there's something about like, I feel like something is crumbling, and it's like you're learning how to trust more in trust itself, like having faith in the fact that something is going to work out for you, because it's meant to work out for you, because you know that you have finished some sort of cycle. It doesn't mean that you're never going to get triggered. ever again in the same way that used to keep you imprisoned. It means that now you have this key that is always going to be able to unlock a door that these doors used to close, and you used to get all tripped up in the fact that you felt like you couldn't open those doors. But now you've remembered that you always had the key. You have this skeleton key. You have finally acquired this skeleton key, and it's almost like there's this energy or this spirit, something that's followed you or watched over you your whole life, is like almost like watching you sit in this crumbling temple, this ancient temple. You've been here many times before. You've been here many times before. Many, many, many times. I'm seeing like a room full of people clapping. I'm getting really emotional. There's like a room full of people or ancestors or these spirits, something that has watched you. I feel like even people are watching you in real time. Like, there's people that you wouldn't even expect that are watching you from the past, who are seeing you overcome something or overcome an identity that it's almost like there's something of like people didn't even expect something from you. There's something where it was like, there's something, it's almost like the truest version of yourself is starting to emerge, or is almost ready to emerge. It's like there's a part of you that's ready to emerge from this temple that you've been in. Like now I'm channeling Leonard Cohen, like when he had to go off and he had to go live in a temple with the monks, you know what I mean? Because he felt like he just had to get away from everything. He felt like he had to figure something out or understand something, like something about Leonard Cohen. Somebody could be a poet or a writer, a musician, just a sensitive soul, like just someone who, it's like carries the weight of the world. Like now I'm channeling, yeah. Something about like Christ consciousness. There's something about, I'm hearing legions, like legions of energies or are watching you emerge or begin to emerge or stand up. You know what I mean? It's like you've been sitting in this temple. It's now you're getting ready to stand up and walk outside and move down this path. I'm hearing like it's been long enough. Like you have been contemplating something for so long. You have to trust that you can move forward and that you have got this. You have got this. You can do this. You were always meant to do this. You've already been through this, is what I'm hearing. You have already been through this before, whether it's in this life or in a past life, or you've been through something similar where it's like you've already been through this before. It's like only fear itself. There's the only thing to be afraid of is fear itself. You're not even going to be afraid of that anymore. Because you've got this skeleton key. You're leaving something behind, okay? And you're approaching renewal and freedom. But definitely, it's a liminal space right now, like, for real. Like, you're at this threshold. I'm hearing, can I do it? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. You can. Again, this wolf energy, this wolf spirit is watching you. Part of you is watching you. It's almost like this wolf energy was the only thing, or something like that. Some sort of spirit was the only thing that you had there when you had no one. There's some sort of energy that's with you that was there when you had no one else to be there for you. And that was an aspect of you that showed up for you. You have always showed up for you. Even when there was seemingly no one there to show up for you, there was always aspects of you that were trying to get through to you. Through everything around you, was always trying to get through to you. Even when you felt like nothing or no one was there protecting you or guiding you. There's something that wants to come through about like the idea of spirit guides or just guides in general. It's like they are all you. Everything is you. Everything is aspects of you getting through to you to show you something about yourself. So it's like when people say like my guides, or, and that's fair enough, but at the same time it's like everything is you trying to get through to you, to show you the way, to have you believe in yourself, to guide you back to yourself. I'm hearing for some of you, or for somebody, it's like you guys had to just pause for a while because you'd been through so much. Somebody went through a breakdown. Somebody felt like they broke down, or they broke in half. Their heart broke in half. It's like, it's almost like you had to rest for a while, or you had to gather your resources. You had to take a time out. Like, it's like you had to take a time out. But there's something of like getting back on that path again, or it's like it's time to move on from something or an old structure, okay? So wolves are like symbolic of like instinct, wildness, and guardianship. So like, this is what I'm saying, you have something guarding you right now as you make this transition, or as you rebirth, as you make this pivot. Some of you guys could be pivoting. It's like you're about to pivot and just go forward on this new path. I feel like the light is shining on a path. For some of you, something is as clear as day, but you might be worrying, should I do it? And the answer is yes. Yeah, I feel like there's like an energy or a spirit, or this wolf spirit. It's like, it's guiding you through this threshold. Instinct. It's like you have an instinct to do something or go somewhere. Just take a leap of faith to go for it, or to go down this path. It's almost like, it's like this spirit is like watching or waiting. It's almost like observing if you're going to follow your instinct. You've been in this place before, or you've been in a situation like this before. Are you gonna follow your instinct? Are you gonna trust your instincts? Because maybe it's like there's a situation where something is like wanting to tame you, or to, I'm hearing blame you, or to cage you. But there's this other part of you that's like, we've been through this before. We've been through this before, or like, I felt like this before. Is this person really making me feel like this again? Like, really, is this person really making me feel like this again? This is not how I want to feel. But I want this to be something that I want to be. But it's like, I feel that it isn't what I want it to be, or what I need it to be. Like, I feel like it isn't what it says that it is. It isn't what this person says that, like, something isn't what this person says that we can be, or like says that it is what it is, but it's not. Like, you can feel something is off. So you can feel something, but it's like, or you can feel something is off, or you feel like you know you need to make a move. There could be even somebody who's telling you not to make that move, but it's like your instincts are like, do this, right? There is a spirit who wants you to trust your intuition right now. Trust your instincts right now. Be aware of like who's observing you. You need to be observant right now. Somebody needs to be observant right now. Because there could be somebody that wants to observe you, or that is observing you, but it's like, be observant of whoever or whatever is observing you. And trust your instincts. Something about walking at night, too. There's something about walking at night. Somebody could be out walking. Trust your instincts. It's like you're like, can I let this go? Can I leave this behind? So something old within you is collapsing, making way for something new. It's like this old life or this old way of being. What's going on in the collective energy, Spirit? Envy. There could be somebody who's envying. There could be somebody who's envying the fact that you retreated from something, or that you took a step back from something, envying that you could even do that, or that you even trusted your instincts enough, or somebody's envying your instincts, envying that you trust your instincts enough to make the decision that was best for you. You made a decision that was best for you because your instincts were telling you about something. Somebody is there, yeah, there's somebody who's envious of your instincts. But not only that, is like the fact that you took action on those instincts, that you didn't shut yourself down, or that you didn't shut yourself up, like that you didn't swallow the truth. Like it's like somebody expected you to swallow the truth and keep it down. Like keep it down. Can you keep it down? Ticket. Somebody envies the fact that you have a ticket out of here. You got a ticket out of there, or you got a ticket, somebody's going somewhere. That you took an opportunity to do something, that you took a chance, or that you are taking a chance. Somebody can feel that you're taking a chance on something, that you're going all in on something. A ticket. The golden ticket, that you got the golden ticket. I'm literally like seeing that Augustus dude from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or like where it's like, or somebody's like doing everything to get the golden ticket, right? It's like somebody's parent, like what is it, like the little, like the girl from that movie, and then her dad buys all the chocolate bars to try to get the ticket, but that's like you got something because it was like given to you by the divine, because you believed in yourself, or you took a chance on something, or like there's something about that. I don't know, there's something about that. Envy, ticket. Somebody wants something that you have, or something that you received, or a one-way ticket to paradise. I think that's a song. Cave, envy, cave, anima. So somebody envies your creativity, your emotional intelligence, your the depth that you have, that you connected to, that it's almost like you have this ticket to these other realms or these dimensions. You can go on these journeys within yourself. The fact that you took a journey inwards to explore your soul. This is what you've been doing for your whole life, that you have been taking these journeys. Or somebody does like psychedelic journeys, plant medicine journeys, like I don't know, it's like this thing, it's like this relentless, I'm literally channeling mermaids, like this relentless traveling into your inner depths, into your inner ocean, into your inner waters, your emotional landscape, like this relentless deep dives, okay, into your consciousness has given you some sort of golden ticket to believe in yourself, or to take this next step forward, to go on this journey, to go on the path less traveled, to go on the path that feels most aligned with your soul, okay? So anima, the cave, you went inside of the cave, okay? You decided to go inside of your own cave, and I feel like it's like this temple, or this cage, it's this cage. Somebody thought that you were going in, or that you were encaged, maybe it's like somebody is envying something because they thought that maybe your retreat was you giving up, but it was literally just you exploring your inner depths. You know what I mean? It wasn't you giving up. It wasn't you being defeated. It was you being like Leonard Cohen and going into a mountain, or going onto a mountain to meditate for 15 years or however long it was, because that's what you wanted to do. It's like because that's what you felt like that you needed to do. You needed to go explore like your own cave, the parts of you that were these uncomfortable spaces. I'm seeing like literally like a caver, like in like really tight spaces, like sliding into the earth. You know what I mean? Like sliding, dragging yourself across the floor of these caves, descending into the depths. You know what I mean? Almost getting caught in these caves. It's like somebody thought that you were going to get caught, or the fact that now it's like you explored your cave, then whatever you found in that cave, it's like, I don't know. It's almost like you explored this cave, and then this cave brought you to this temple, this ancient temple. You know what I mean? That you weren't necessarily meant to find this temple. And now it's like you're sitting at the exit of this temple, this ancient, crumbling temple that was connected to this cave. You found this temple by yourself. Parental imprint. So somebody is envious that you've broken past, or that you've broken past a parental imprint. So like you could have had a parent that was envious of you. And it was like this thing where it's like, that's what bothers you, or has bothered you so much about other people, is this energy of other people being envious of you, people who couldn't just appreciate your light, just appreciate you for who you were. Like it pained you so much because it's like a parental figure or a parental unit could have been so envious of like your life or what you had, because they weren't happy with their life or what they had or what they did with their lives, or because there was something that they were disconnected from within themselves. And it was like you could feel like it was like this constant, somebody could have constantly compared themselves to you, or constantly there's something about the doubting of the instincts. Okay, so seriously, like the instinct, there was something of like your instincts were all discombobulated by growing up in an environment where your parents or people who raised you or people who were pivotal in your life, like who were very influential to you as a youngster or throughout your life, people who were influential, it's like you had these instincts of like their underlying feelings about you, like, and towards you, like their animosity towards you, or like for the gifts that you had, or like for like that's just the person that you were, or like maybe it's almost like they held something over your head, like somebody held something over your head, or you always felt like somebody sabotaged things in your life because of their envy, or they sabotaged, like somebody sabotaged somebody's relationships, like when you were younger, like you could have had relationships with like girlfriends or boyfriends, and it's like somebody tried to plant seeds of doubt. That's coming up for somebody, like about that person, and like it made you like doubt your feelings for them, or doubt your sense of reality, or like something about like guilt washing over you, and then like you made decisions based on like somebody who is in your ear or something like that, or like there's something about that, but then it's like realizing that somebody did something because of their envy, because they felt like you had access to something that they didn't have. And it's like that's the thing that I feel like you've been integrating something about this parental imprint, where it was like other people who came into your life who were envious of you, or who hated you for no reason, aka the reason being that you had something that they felt like that they could never have. Like it's this thing where like that's the thing, it's like people coming into your life who are attracted to that which they felt like that they couldn't have or couldn't cultivate within themselves, and then you feeling this like envy underneath the surface, but then you didn't necessarily trust that you felt that coming from them, or there's something about then you felt overwhelmed by guilt. There's something about like feeling like then it's like you had these people in your life who you felt like that they were envious of you, that they couldn't be happy for you, that they had like secret animosity towards you, but like you didn't trust your instincts about it. Like it was like you were hijacked. Something was hijacked where you felt like that you had to, like appease them to be safe. And yet those were the people that you didn't actually feel safe. The reason why you felt like you had to stick around or like try to get them on your good side or try to like make them see the humanity of you. It's like somebody felt envious of you and then you felt like you didn't feel safe around them, but you still like were around them, or like you kept them in your life, or like you tried to befriend them, or you tried to like help them or like save them or something, because that's like kind of what you felt like that you had to do. Like it's like you had to like make a parent like love themselves or try to like love themselves because it hurts you so much that they couldn't truly love you because they actually had animosity towards you for the fact that they were envious of something that they wish that they had, that they saw in you, which like they just couldn't see it in themselves. But I feel like even somebody's mother was like, I'm not beautiful, or like would call herself like fat when she wasn't, or like would call herself like ugly when she wasn't, and then you saw her as beautiful. But then it's like this thing where it's like you felt like that you had to take care of another person. It's like there's something about like instincts, okay? And like it's like something about like you finally, are you going to learn to listen to your instincts? Are you going to accept the fact that your instincts are telling you something about somebody, okay? Your instincts are telling you something about somebody, that you don't feel right about the way that somebody feels underneath the surface, but you don't always trust that because it was discombobulated because you grew up around somebody who wasn't safe, but then like acted like they were safe, that like gaslit you and acted like they didn't say the things that they said, that they didn't have the energy towards you that they had, that like that the things that they said weren't coming from envy or disdain or jealousy or like sabotaging energy. Like it's like they would do one thing and then deny that they did it, you know what I mean? And then it like that confused you. But there's something about this spirit of the wolf, or the spirit of this instinct, or this guardian spirit, this ancestral spirit has always been there around you, helping you hone your instincts. And I feel like even though you dealt with that discombobulation from the trauma, from the abuse, from the gaslighting, okay, from the Stockholm Syndrome energy, for whoever this is for take what resonates and leave the rest, as always. It's this thing where like you're finally ready to radically trust your instincts, okay? We've got V for vendetta here. Revolution, freedom, justice, masks, anarchy. Guy Fawkes, mask, fire, explosions, nighttime, cityscapes, seeking truth, breaking free from oppression. You're breaking free from oppression. You went into your cave, okay? You did that thing. It's like, you know that thing, okay guys, I kind of am obsessed. I get obsessed with random things. So for the last like few months, I've been obsessed with like spelunking, or like people who like literally do deep dive caving, right, or whatever. They go into caves, and then like the one comment that I see over and over again are people being like, the greatest thing about cave diving or caving is that you don't have to do it. But then it's like people who love caving, they're just like, people ask us why we do it. It's like, because we need to do it, because this is like who we are. Like, you might not understand why we do it. Like, yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it's claustrophobic. Like, something about claustrophobic. But it's like, we do it because this is like, you don't ask somebody who's a singer why they like to sing. You just know that that's what they love to do. There's something about that. It's like somebody tried to discourage you, or it's like you had these people over your life for their own agenda who like discouraged you in different ways, or tried to lead you in the wrong direction, or lead you down the wrong path, or make you doubt your intuition, make you doubt your spiritual journey, or like what you were even doing. Like, the best thing about cave diving is that you don't have to do it, or the best thing about caving is that you don't have to do it. And you were just like, okay, I'm gonna go in my cave anyways because I feel called to do it. I feel called to explore my depths. I feel called to go into these nooks and crannies and understand like these parts of myself, my family system, like the way that I was raised. Like, I need to understand like myself. I need to understand this because something happened complex. We've got complex coming out. Something you went through a series of, I'm hearing, unfortunate events that were so complex that it's like, this is the thing, it's like whatever you went through, or the way that it was done to you, or the way that something panned out, it was complex. Okay, it was complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Something, it's like, it wasn't just one thing, it wasn't just two things, it wasn't just three things, it was several things from different angles happening all the time. Do you know what I mean? So there's something about that. Begin again, reshuffle cards, but one. Okay, I'm going to leave ticket out. I'm going to leave ticket out, and then I'm going to reshuffle the cards here. What else does the collective need to know, Spirit? Split. Yeah. This inner split, it caused this, like, this fracture. Like, it caused you to split off from a part of yourself. All of these things, that was, like, all of these things, but I feel like you've found this part of yourself. Now it's just like moving forward. You've found this part of yourself. You didn't take the blue pill. You could have. Blue pill in reverse, you guys. You could have, but you didn't. You could have done that many times, but you didn't. Whoever I'm speaking to, it's like you're so different. You just see things in a really different way. There's not a lot of people, it feels like there's not a lot of people who understand the type of person that you are. Because there's not a lot of people who try to understand who they are at the level that you've sought to understand yourself. There's not a lot of people who go deep cave diving like that, who go into the depths of their soul. Something about fire trucks or firefighters or fighting fires, trauma-based mind control. Constantly fighting other people's fires, trying to put out these fires, trying to, oh my god, trauma-based mind control. Fossil. You found some sort of fossil in your cave, the fossil of your own self, some part of yourself that was fossilized, that was fossilized, that was stuck, that was, you found a fossil, you found, but ancient wisdom, sacrifice, trauma-based mind control, try to sacrifice you, hope that you would sacrifice yourself, that you would keep sacrificing yourself, that you would keep on playing the role, but you decided not to. V for Vendetta, dark night of the soul. You went into the dark night. So you're emerging from the dark night of the soul. But it's like, oh my god, like, can I be happy, or can I be at peace? Can I love myself? Can I forgive myself for the things that I didn't know, that I know now, that I didn't know before? Can I forgive myself for the things that I didn't know before, that I made those decisions because my mind was all fucked up from trauma-based mind control, from that my nervous system was fucked up from the complex post-traumatic? Like, can I forgive myself for the mistakes that I made, or the person that, like, when I was in survival? Can I forgive myself for acting rashly when I was in survival mode, when I was trying to protect myself? There's something about somebody even envying, like, your ability to forgive yourself and to move on and to, like, give yourself the chance of being happy even when you've made mistakes. It's like, yeah, dark night, and then no, don't do it. It's like there's a part of you like, don't do it. Like, you can't move on. Like, who am I if I'm happy? Like, can I be happy? Like, am I allowed to be happy? Like, am I? Because anytime that I was happy, like, somebody tried to tear me down because I was happy. Trauma-based mind control. Anytime that I sang, when I was expressing myself, I had somebody who was telling me to shut up because my frequency disrupted them, because my joy disrupted them, because my light shone a light on their shadow that they didn't want to see, about the part of themselves that was fossilized by the same type of trauma-based mind control that you and that I went through, that you went through. It's like, can I emerge from the dark night of soul? Do I deserve happiness? What if the happiness is taken away from me? But what if it's not? Like, what if that's the old story that, thank you, Spirit. What if that's the old story that you're leaving behind? The fact that you're not allowed to be happy, or that somebody's always going to try to tear you down. So what? If somebody, that's the thing. It's like, there are always going to be people who are going to project onto you, or who are going to be envious of you. The same old story. Who are going to watch whatever you do, freaking judge whatever you do. You know what I mean? Try to get all up in your mind. Try to trigger you to the trauma-based mind control. Trigger you to dim your light, to feel self-conscious, to dislike yourself because something about you makes them dislike a part of themselves that they feel has been fossilized from the trauma that they have yet to heal, which we're all going to be healing. There's also something about like somebody trying to tell you that it's like, okay, well, like, you're fully healed, or everything's fully healed, or like, you don't have to worry about that. It's like, no, it's like, you're always going to be healing for the rest of your life, especially if you've been through complex trauma. You're going to be having these experiences where, yes, you might be triggered again, but it's about the fact that you don't always have to return to the crumbling temple to hide away. There's something about, it's like there's something about, like, you can move ahead on the path, okay? And you can bring all of the knowledge and the wisdom that you've learned from being inside of this temple for as long as you've been in this temple, recalibrating your DNA, recalibrating your body, mind, spirit, soul. Confirmation burp. It's like, suffering is not your story anymore. Yes, you have suffered, and yes, there will be times where it's not always going to be perfect. Not everything is always going to be perfect, but the thing is that I'm going to say the F word, you guys, fucking deserve happiness. You fucking deserve happiness, okay? And then I literally pick up the 5th house, the house of pleasure, fun and games, pleasure, hobbies, casual entertainment, your first child. Somebody could be having their first child. Can I do this? What if I'm not a good mom? What if I'm not a good dad? What if I'm not a good parent? Because what did I go through? Can I do this? Am I good enough? Yes, just the fact that you're willing to, like, think about that you're willing to, like, check yourself, that you're willing to do this inner work, to face, you know what I mean, the parts of yourself that, like, most people don't want to face. It's just the fact that you're even asking that question. You're not confined to this story from the past anymore. So there's something about, like, allowing yourself, like, giving yourself the permission to be happy and to experience pleasure. It's like there's something like, I don't deserve it. It's like there's a part of you that's like, no, like, I don't know, that wants you to, like, feel guilty that you're happy because somebody else always made you feel guilty that you were happy, or that you had something that they didn't have. Like a parent or somebody made you feel guilty because then they always use guilt against you to tether you to them so that they could control you, because that was their own, like, I don't know, their source of, like, power, that their gratification that they had to, like, control you, or to, like, take ownership of your life, or to tell you what to do. It's like, or to live vicariously through you, or something like that, or like that you, like, literally dimmed your light for somebody else who felt like that they couldn't shine their light, that it was your fault that they couldn't shine, that it was your fault that they couldn't heal. Like, something isn't your fault. Like, somebody needs to hear that something isn't your fault. I just pulled out orphan. That's not your fault either. Maybe that's something that somebody has felt like it's my fault, like that somebody didn't love me, or that somebody couldn't love me, or somebody couldn't keep me. That wasn't your fault. That was not your fault. That was not your fault. It's like, this is what I'm saying, left behind. Like, did anyone, no one was there to teach me or to show me? Or it's like, I felt like even if you had parents, some of you guys felt like, I'm not, like, I'm just alone. Like, I'm alone. Like, why am I left alone and feeling this? Why am I left alone and feeling like this? And having to, like, sift my way through this, or, like, like to be in the dark, like left in this cave, like to try to find the answer by myself, and no one was even there to try to help me find the answer. Like they didn't want me to find the answer. Like they wanted me to be trapped. They wanted me to be suffocated. They wanted me to not talk. They wanted me to stay small. They wanted me to stay suffering. Like they wanted me to suffer. Like they didn't want me to be happy. They didn't want me to go out into the sunlight. They didn't want me to be happy. But they said that they did. They said that they did. But then they did things that were the opposite of that, that like encouraged me to fear, that discouraged me from living, that or there's something about that. Somebody's sister. I don't know. Somebody could be feeling like disconnected from a sister, or somebody who felt like a sister, like that you thought was going to be like this friend that you were going to love forever. Wisdom does not belong to any one culture or religion, nor does it come from the West or the East. It is a tradition of human warriorship that has existed in many cultures and many times throughout history. Like, I'm really getting, like, you've done this many times before, you've been here many times before, you are a warrior. There's something of, like, I just got net and fall. It's like, if you are fearing like you're gonna fall, if you take this leap, Spirit's got a net, okay? You need to trust that there's a net that's gonna catch you if you fall. That net is Spirit. That net is your belief that it's like if you follow where you're being instinctually led to go, that the provisions are going to arrive or be there when you need them the most. Okay, the puppeteer's strings, invisible control. Who's pulling you and why? Carefully cut the strings. So there's somebody that you need to cut a string, or you have cut a string. You could be guilting yourself for that. Containment. This energy was like try to keep you contained or keep you in the box that you have been trying to claw your way out of for years, okay? Something was keeping you in a box of an identity that you're outgrowing. You're done. It's done now. It's like the mask is broken in pieces on the ground of this temple. It's completely shattered. You can't even put the mask back on. Even if you tried, you couldn't put the mask back on. There could be somebody who's like envious of the fact that you're not wearing a mask anymore, that you feel like you don't have to wear a mask, that you're free from that mask. Or it's like they're trying to say that like you're a bad person because you're not wearing a mask, but it's like because they fear taking off their own mask, that it's like they fear like other people's opinions or judgments of like being authentic. So somebody doesn't like you because you're authentic, or like doesn't like this new version of you, and they're trying to say that it's fake when it's actually you're the one who's being authentic, and they hate the fact that they feel like that they have to be fake, but they need you to be fake. There's something about that. Somebody needs truth, confirmation. So I just pulled the truth card, literally. So that's a truth. Somebody is sad, they're angry. Somebody's angry that you don't feel like that you have to contain yourself anymore and wear a mask to make them feel a certain way, to please them. You took off a mask and you shattered it because that mask is not who you are. Okay, that mask was a mask that was connected to a parental imprint. Okay, that you don't have to wear that mask anymore. You're not meant to wear that mask anymore. Okay, puppeteers, strings, the invisible control. Somebody was like controlling you invisibly, and you saw it in the way that they talked to you. Okay, in the way that they talked to you, in whatever they did or didn't do, the things that they kind of said. They did weird things and said things in a certain way that was kind of like downplaying your worth, or downplaying like your influence in their life or your power, because they felt uncomfortable with your power and how powerful you were. It made them feel a certain way about themselves. This is the exact same thing because of their envy. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is exactly what I was channeling, is that the fact that this is the parental imprint, where it was like, there's something about like you would talk to your parent to try to explain yourself, or like explain concepts or ideas that you just had, and then somebody's parent would like look at you and then like look at you like you were dumb, or like that they were incredulous at the things that you were saying, like it didn't make sense. But then they would like say things back to you that you actually said to them, as if they were their ideas, as if you didn't just say that. And it was like they would make you feel like you were dumb in the moment when you were talking, but it was actually because they envied your intelligence, so they wanted to make you doubt yourself. And this was very subconscious for some of them, subconscious for some of them, it was conscious what they were doing. I don't even know. It's just weird, but it's like they downplayed your intelligence to your face and like ignored you. And then they would just like keep on talking about whatever they were talking about, whatever they wanted to talk about, or like just like, or like take your ideas and then like spin them as if they were their ideas and then like say them back to you. And then you were just kind of like, did you even see me? It's like there's something about being like, are you listening to me at all? And there's something about that where it was like somebody was doing the exact same thing, where it was like how they were treating you. But it's about forgiving yourself, okay, for entertaining an energy that was disrespectful towards yourself. It's about forgiving yourself and letting yourself off the hook, because it's a part of you that feels guilty for letting yourself being treated like that, but it's because you were trained to be treated, to be okay, Stockholm syndrome, being treated like that, because that's how you were conditioned, that was love, when it's not. So you got yourself into situations with different people who said that they loved you, said that they cared about you, but they didn't. Somebody was just in your life to monitor you so that they could compare themselves to you, so that they could get ideas off of you, or that they could get resources off of you, or that they could have access to something. Like somebody wanted you to be a part of something because they saw that you had eyes on you, or that you had this power, or that you had something that they felt like they didn't have, or that they could like team up with you to do something. But it's like, yet they downplayed you at the same time. Subtly or unconsciously did that, because subconsciously they felt like they compared themselves to you and they envied something that you had for somebody. Sunless meadow, beauty in the shadow. There's a beauty in you found the beauty in the shadow, okay? You found the temple. You had to go through the caves though first. It was freaking claustrophobic, okay? You felt like everything was falling around on you. I'm seeing my dear friend, the Joker archetype, fucking running through this cave too. And it's like you were in this cave, and then every once in a while the Joker would pop out and scare you. You know what I mean? Start laughing and crying, and then cry. Start laughing and crying. I'm seeing like the makeup on his face like running down. It's like uncomfortable. The walls closing in. Freaking claustrophobia. Can hardly breathe. You know what I mean? But then you made it out. You made it out into this temple. It's like the beauty in the temple, right? All right? But you've seen ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Are you going to answer the call? Are you going to answer the phone? It's like, but to answer the phone, like you have to leave this temple. It's like there's like something ringing off in the distance. You want to go explore it, or you want to answer the call, or the trumpets are blowing. It's like, you know what I mean? You hear it. You hear something off in the distance calling your name, or somebody wants to call, or somebody wants you to call. Somebody wants you to call. Somebody always wanted you to call, or somebody wanted you to make the first move, or somebody wanted you to grovel. Somebody wanted you to grovel. Somebody wanted you to beg. Somebody wanted you to plead. Somebody wanted you to plead. Please understand me. Can you please give me the compassion that I deserve after all the compassion? You gave somebody so much compassion, so much time, so much energy, so much love, so much understanding, so much patience, so many second chances, so many, like you gave somebody so much, and it was like somebody couldn't even, you know what I mean, give you that same benefit of the doubt. Somebody couldn't give you that in return. Somebody couldn't give you compassion when you needed it. Somebody couldn't give you empathy when you needed it. Somebody couldn't give you understanding. Somebody couldn't give you grace. Somebody couldn't, right? They didn't know how though. They haven't crawled through their cave, okay? They haven't even gone into their cave yet. They have not even gone. They're scared of the bats. They haven't even walked inside. There's something about a dragon. I'm getting a vision of a dragon. Okay, I got a vision of a dragon earlier in meditation, and it was like this dragon blowing fire on my solar plexus, and then it was like all this light language like going up. I'm gonna make a freaking painting of this, guys, but it was like this like all this light language was like going up inside of all of my body, like from the fire. And then it was like I don't know, it was like For some of you, it could even be like this guardian is like a dragon that you met inside of this cave. It was like guarding a treasure. Something is like guarding a treasure. And then it was like some sort of dragon could have even felt like guarding something, or like guarding a part of yourself, or like something. And like, but there's a dragon, it's like a dragon activation. There's something about dragon activation, activating your solar plexus, activating this power, burning away the strings that somebody used to have on you. Somebody used to have these strings, okay? You didn't even know they were invisible strings. Ring, ring, ring. Are you going to answer the call? Because there's a beauty in the shadow. You found the beauty in the shadow. You're beautiful despite the shadow. That's what somebody envies. You're fucking beautiful despite the shadow. Somebody envies the fact that how good you look despite everything that you've been through. You do not look like what you've been through, and that's the frickin' thing. Some people are even judging you for that. Why do you look so good? She must not have been through anything. He must not have been through anything. Look at them. They don't even know. You were forged in the fire, baby. You're like that frickin' sword that the elves frickin' put back together from the Lord of the Rings. It was frickin' broken. You're the sword of truth. Something tried to break you. You've been forged in the fire, though. And now you're ready to go. You're ready to go on a freaking adventure, okay? The hollow crown. The hollow crown. Somebody, like, feels like hollow even though that they have a lot of power or something like that. Somebody feels like they won, but it's hollow. But it's because they didn't actually win. But their ego won. They feel like ego games wise they won, but it's like they didn't actually win because they chose from their ego what they did. They like made a choice based on like the games instead of based on soul and healing. So somebody feels, but it's like somebody's like, I don't know, there's something about that, but it's hollow. Mother, confirmation. So somebody's mother, or somebody who reminded you of a mother, or somebody who reminded you of this parental imprint, right? Somebody who is envious of you, somebody who sucked the life from you, filth. Somebody wanted you, comet, disruption, bad omens, disruption, divine order, filth. Someone's sitting in their shit right now. Something about a bad omen. Somebody's getting bad omens and they feel like they're sitting in their shit right now. Shadow play. They feel like there's things happening for somebody where it's like they thought that they got away with something, hollow crown. They like walked away, they were like, put that crown back on. It's like they put their crown on, but it was kind of like a dollar store crown. Like it wasn't really like a real golden royal crown. It was like a dollar store crown, but they put it on anyways, and it's hollow. There's nothing there of substance. Like they feel like they won, that somebody did something because they wanted to win. They wanted you to grovel. They wanted you to plead, but you didn't do that. You didn't frickin' bleed open for them. Somebody wanted to hurt you and then like watch you bleed and then expected you to let them watch you. I don't know. So, but anyway, so someone is like experiencing something that they did to you, done to them. Like somebody didn't really show up in the way that they say that they want to show up for true connection. So somebody could be experiencing like other people, like it's like they're experiencing the loss of you. Like it's like somebody took you for granted, like how much energy and love that you poured into them, and then it's like somebody didn't pour that back into you or couldn't give you the grace to do that for you. So it's like somebody is like experiencing people who don't actually pour into them because they couldn't actually pour into you or something. For somebody, longing masked as disdain. If I reject it outwardly, maybe I'll stop aching inwardly. So somebody rejected you outwardly, but they're aching inwardly. They rejected something to win. They wanted to win. They wanted to make you feel rejected. But it's because it's like they were actually rejecting a part of themselves. They wanted to make peace with a part of them. Somebody doesn't want peace. Somebody is not peaceful. They're not in a peaceful energy. Somebody's rupture. This was a rupture that happened. Banned on the run. Somebody's just running away from something, overstimulated. Somebody likes Paul McCartney or something about that. Legend. Paul McCartney is a legend. A legend. Legend. Band on the Run. You are a legend in the making. Something about Europe. Somebody could be out touring Europe doing something, or that's something that you want to do. You're like, should I even try? Should I try to launch something about Europe? Or maybe somebody's trying to start a business, or you're like there's something about that, and it's just like, maybe you just can't make a decision because you're overstimulated right now or something like that. The addict. Somebody's overstimulated because of coffee, or somebody's overstimulated because of, like, you know what I mean? Maybe like scrolling. Guys, always, I have my own things that I do too much of, okay? And I always have to try to keep myself in check. Sometimes I fail. I'm going to be freaking honest with you. Sometimes I fail. Something about divination. Something about divination. Equal give and take. Something wasn't an equal give and take. Something was not an equal give and take. Storm veil. Inner split. Literally, guys, 555 as I looked at the timer, and I'm not kidding. I seen that earlier too, twice, guys. So like that's 3 times today I saw 555. Guys, change. I'm freaking serious. Not that big of a deal. Okay, not that big of a deal. Okay, somebody treated something that you went through like it wasn't that big of a deal, but it was. Period. Somebody wanted to minimize your pain. Somebody wasn't there for you when you were in pain. Wasn't that big of a deal. Imbalanced. It was not equal give and take. There's something about like the Disney castle, myth of safe innocence. You were promised a kingdom. You got a script. Like something was, you know what I'm saying, guys, wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. Bad intentions. Confirmation. Somebody had bad intentions for you. Somebody has bad intentions for you. Okay? Something is not balanced. Something has not been balanced. Yet you beat yourself up about it. You were trained to like give, and then not ever get back. Okay? Because it was never about you. For somebody. It was never like some things were about you. But there's something of like when it mattered the most, you were left alone. And you didn't know how to fight your way out of it. You were left to fight alone by yourself for things or in ways that you didn't even understand what you were doing or what you had to do or what you should do or who you should be or what you should do next, or like it's like drowning in all of these emotions, like left alone to fend for yourself on this island or something. I don't know. And like you finally gotten back to shore. And then you had to go in your cave to freaking explore, like, what it all meant. Or something. Mother, guys, mother has come out twice, guys. Mother wounds. You're leaving some sort of thing to do with a mother wound, okay? Behind. Or something to do with a mother is changing, or this dynamic, this parental imprint. Yes. Yes, things might get triggered in the future, and they probably always will be. But guess what? You know how to deal with them now. Because you know that you need to mother yourself and make sure to give yourself good boundaries, or to nurture yourself when you need it, to pull back when you need to pull back, to listen to your soul, to listen to your emotions, to listen to your instincts, to listen to that wild woman, that wild wolf within you that is defending you, that instinctually feels, this person does not have my best interest in heart. This person has bad intentions towards me. Does this person take care of themselves? Does this person see themselves? Does this person like actively show themselves that they love themselves? Or not? Because it's like somebody couldn't like show up for you because they couldn't show up for themselves. But it's like you were trying to show up for them and like offer yourself up as a sacrifice so that you would be seen, because that was the conditioning of your childhood, or something like that, where it's like you felt like you had to do that for you literally, that's how you felt that you got seen. But even then, even when something blew off all of the steam, or even when you like put all that effort into whatever, you still weren't seen. Somebody still withheld praise or comfort or care, or they didn't attune to you emotionally. Amnesia. And then played dumb, or acted like they don't remember. Like somebody does something where it's like, I don't remember that. It's like, oh my God, I didn't say that. Yeah, you did. That never happened. Yeah, it did. You don't remember that properly. That's the thing, the gaslighting. And then you doubt yourself. You're like, do I? Like, did I? Did that ever happen? Or did I just block it out? Did I just... Yeah. So just like keep in mind as you move forward, structure and discipline, right? That'll help your mental health to have like that structure. I know that sometimes especially with CBTSD or like just, with neurodivergence, with like a lot of that stuff, like sometimes it's hard, but like doing the best that you can to have structure, to have discipline, right? Somebody is going through like something that is fated to happening. Something is brewing in the ether and you can feel it. Use your intuition again, came out, you guys. Guys, you can feel something, okay? Somebody might say something that's gonna try to offend you or try to trigger you. Just be aware, okay? But it's gonna trigger something, and then you're gonna be like, I know exactly what they're doing. I'm gonna trust my instinct. I'm not gonna rise to this occasion. I'm gonna trust what I'm feeling inside. Somebody might say something shallow to you just to try to get you off of this path, desire line, get you off of the path. So somebody might say something or is trying to say something to you, say something nasty, or somebody did say things that were nasty to get you off of this path because they didn't want you to light this fire, but it's already lit. The light of Minas Tirith or whatever, the beacon of Minas Tirith, the beacon is lit. So freaking like a little hobbit, I don't know, the hobbits lit the beacon of Minas Tirith, you guys. There's no stopping it. And so the path is lit now. The beacon of Minas Tirith is lit, so there's help coming. Thank you, Spirit. So there's help coming. You think that you're in this war alone, but that's not true. Thank you, your soul family, there's help coming. The beacon of Minas Tirith is lit, whether you like it or not. Things are shifting. I feel like you like it. It's just like you might be afraid of it. You're like, oh my God, what, you know what I mean? What does this mean? Can I be happy? Like, am I allowed to be happy? Like, but what if it's taken away? Or like, no, that's the trauma loop. That's the old story. Guess what? You are spirit itself. Everything is God. You are a piece of God. Everything that you see is God. You know what I mean? Everything that's ever happened is guiding you, is you guiding yourself. You desire something, you know that you want to do something. Yes, there's always going to be trials and tribulations, but there's something where it's like you deserve happiness and you are walking into a period of something fulfilling happening for you because you're fulfilling your own desires, or you're going for your own desires, or you're mothering yourself now. You're mothering yourself now. You're nurturing your instincts, you're nurturing your emotions, you're taking step back from, you're cutting cords with and taking step back from things that are not fulfilling to you, that are not feeding your light, that are like that you're not going to be constrained in the same way anymore. Collective. So yeah, this is at a collective level. There's something going on in the ether. The beacon of Minas Tirith has been lit. For some of you guys, you're going to have like your soul family come in. The beacon of Minas Tirith is lit and the freaking help is coming. I just got chills all down my body. Fucking skeleton key, confirmation. You guys, you have accessed this, you found this key within the cave, okay? I feel like the dragon gave you the key to your power, okay? The dragon is you. The guides are you. The fairies are you. The demons, they're you too. They're part of you. They're there to teach you something about you or something that you need to overcome. Everything is you, guiding you back to yourself, guiding you back to the path. You get to make that choice. You get to make that choice. You deserve love. You know that you deserve this. You know the work that you've put in for yourself. You know that you're here for a reason, to love yourself and to spread love to other people, to carve a path for yourself, to carve a path out for yourself and for what you desire. So this collective is coming for you to help you, or the right people. The sealed tomb, buried alive. You survived something no one acknowledged, and it's time to rise. Confirmation. No one acknowledged it, right? Amnesia. Did that happen? That never happened. You're remembering incorrectly. No, you didn't. They didn't want you to speak out on it. They didn't want you to acknowledge it. They didn't want you to acknowledge it at all. They wanted you to forget about it. They wanted you to forget your power. Guess what? You found the skeleton key because you dared to go where nobody else wants to go. The best thing about caving is that you don't have to do it. Yeah, you don't have to do it, but you decided to do it anyways because you knew that there was something that you needed to find. And you found that skeleton key that's giving you access to an entire new frequency, an entire new collective energy. You unlocked that to find those people or to find those experiences that match the way that you're treating yourself within yourself now, that you're protecting yourself, that you're mothering yourself, okay? Be proactive. It's time to get up and walk out this temple door and go onto this path for yourself. I'm getting chills. Cracked halo. It's like, I'm no angel, like that Dido song. I am no angel. I mean, nobody's perfect. This is what I'm saying. So you made mistakes. Everybody's made mistakes. You're not perfect. Healing is not about being perfect. There's something about like seeing those things being like, I don't know, where it's like everyone's hurt people. It's like somebody is like so hurt by you, but it's like because they don't want to see where they hurt you, but they're like trying to make you the villain instead of trying to meet you halfway. This is what I'm saying. You're meeting yourself halfway. You're giving yourself a break. You're forgiving yourself. You're forgiving yourself for what you didn't know before. And now that you know, now you're changing, and now you're going to get up and you have that skeleton key that's going to open up this door that you're going to find, or this door to this new castle that you're going to find when you go onto this new path that's right in front of you. You've just been hesitating to go because you've been feeling like, do I even deserve this? What if I'm a bad person? What if I'm a bad daughter? What if I'm a bad son? What if I'm a bad person? Like all the things that I've done. It's like, I mean, there's something about like someone never got an apology for anything. I feel like you take accountability for everything, for all the things that you've done. You take accountability so much, when I feel like there's been so many people who never took accountability for how they treated you, for how they made you feel, for how they influenced your life negatively, for how they turned away from you. It's like you've never gotten accountability. But you are taking accountability for what you need to take accountability for, and then you're going to go off on your own, and you're going to forgive yourself. You're going to let yourself off the hook. You're choosing yourself. You're choosing to love yourself unconditionally. I know it's hard. It's not easy. And no one's perfect. That's the thing. You're going to forgive yourself for what you didn't know, why you acted like that. Now you're understanding why. You understand why. That duality, the paradox, like that it doesn't make sense, that no one's perfect. No one is like cracked halo. It's like no one is just this perfect angel. But you're making the choice to make amends with yourself, or to make amends with the people that you need to make amends with, or to forgive yourself and to move on. And to choose what is going to be loving for yourself and for other people. Like making the choice every day, being like, is this loving towards myself? Is this choice going to be loving towards myself? Or is it going to be harmful towards myself? You know what I mean? I feel like you're choosing to love yourself. Or it's like, am I truly loving this person, or am I just doing what I feel like I need to do to wear that mask so that I don't feel abandoned by someone who's already abandoned me emotionally, who's already abandoned me like psychologically, spiritually, emotionally. There's something about like a dog barking constantly. There's something about like dogs barking, or something about a dog like constantly barking, or constantly like trying to alert you of something, but it's like you don't always listen to your instincts, but now you're letting yourself listen to them. Be like, you know what? I'm trusting myself, because everything is me. Everything is spirit. Spirit's been trying to knock at my door. It's been ring, ring. Are you going to answer the call? Are you going to answer the call? Are you going to trust and have faith in this path? right? Even if no one else believes. But the thing is that you've healed yourself even when no one else believed that you could. No one else believed that you could get up off the floor and keep on going, but you did anyways. You've been here many times before. You've been here many times before. Something about, again, Druids or Celtic people, destiny. You're on this path of destiny. Yep, you're taking action on this path. You need to take action. This is your destiny. Door. You've got the skeleton. There's a door. There's a door, and you're going to open this door. Somebody's going to open. You have the skeleton key. Somebody's going to open the door for you because they're going to feel your frequency, and they're just going to, please come in. Please, let me open the door for you. That's what I'm getting, literally a vision of someone like, here, allow me. Let me open this door for you. Please, walk ahead. I'm hearing like, I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave or something like that. I don't know. Moat. Neo. You are the one. The one is you. You are the one. Something is not your responsibility, but you don't have to carry it anymore. Yep. Somebody's emotions aren't your responsibility. Somebody's going through a tower moment. And there's something where like somebody just doesn't understand like this mystery that you hold, like this, it's this mystery. Just like let yourself be a mystery. You don't have to explain. You are a mystery to people. It doesn't matter what they think. It's none of your business what they think. But because you know yourself. That's what there's something about orbs. There's something about I'm hearing like quicksand or something. Something's going to happen really fast, okay? Something's going to, confirmation, the 8 of Wands. Something's going to happen really fast. It might be overwhelming at first. I feel like you understand that something is going on for somebody else, but again, I feel like called to say that something is happening, somebody feels disempowered or misunderstood, or somebody's being forced to like heal something that they don't want to heal by you moving forward. But this is the thing, it's like they kept you chained so that they wouldn't have to, so that they could keep them part of themselves in chains, or they wouldn't have to see their own chain. If they could keep you, confirmation burp, if they could keep you in chain, that they wouldn't have to see their own chains. But you removing the chain is is like forcing someone to see where they're still chained by something that happened in their childhood. And they're trapped, okay? So but this is the thing. It's like you're done being trapped by other people's competition. You're moving away from this competitive, envious energy. There are people who, like, they're still in that energy. They're still in that energy of trying to compare, trying to compete. Do you know what I mean? But that's not your circus. That's not your monkeys. It's not something that you have to defeat, because you already defeated something inside of yourself. Where it's like, how are you going to hone your energy, hone your focus? You focus on what you need to do. That's all you need to do. Confirmation. All you need to do is focus on loving yourself. Focus on taking action that is loving towards yourself. Focus on tending to your own emotions. Right? Tending to your shadow when it's leading you out. Okay? Literally like the Lovers, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. You guys. And then the Five of Cups reversed. And then the Sun card, literally. It's time to move out of the temple, the crumbling temple, and out into the sun. You deserve happiness. You deserve to feel good about yourself. You don't have to feel guilty for being happy or for loving yourself or for feeling good about yourself, for leaving the guilt behind. That guilt was your prison. That shame was your prison. That was somebody else's guilt. That was somebody else's shame. Somebody else felt guilty for not being able to love you properly. That's not your fault. It's not your fault, okay? It's not your fault. The devil. Something is just not your fault. And it's like somebody can't move forward from like where they betrayed you. But that's also not your fault. Any last cards for this person? What's going on with this person? They feel like they betrayed themselves and like ruined a foundation and ruined like a gift from the universe. Ten of Swords. They feel like somebody feels like they just can't manipulate you or couldn't manipulate you, or somebody feels like feminine energy is going through a tower moment because they see that you've done so much work and you're moving on, like the work that they haven't done yet. It's like somebody, like a Queen of Swords in reverse, is having a tower moment because of your happiness. Literally like the Eight of Pentacles to the Six of Swords to the freaking Nine of Pentacles, and to the freaking King of Wands, because like you're in your power now. And that's the thing, is that they didn't, like, it makes them feel powerless, but that's about them, about how they feel powerless, have the things that they haven't taken action on, of healing their own heart. The Three of Swords, like somebody feels like they broke their own heart by like not working on something with you, not putting in the work for you. They feel like they betrayed themselves and they betrayed you, and they hate themselves for it. And they know that they weren't balanced. They regret that something wasn't balanced. They regret something that it's like there's a whole group of people who see this new foundation and they feel like you being happy in this foundation that you've created, or that you moving on forward on this path, they feel judgment. They feel like watching you have some sort of happiness or celebration, or finally get something, or finally get somewhere, it feels like judgment to them. They feel justice. They feel like something that they didn't see before. Like they feel like something is being revealed. It's almost like that you're seeing yourself clearly. Like literally the Two of Swords reversed to the Three of Swords reversed, and justice. It's like I feel like it's like finally they see you seeing yourself clearly and healing yourself, like letting go of something that you never needed to carry as your own, and it's justice. And it's like there's something of like the return of the freaking Jedi. I'm not even kidding. Where it's like freaking Luke Skywalker shows up in his freaking cloak up in Jabba the Hutt's house, and he's freaking intimidated and scary, you know what I mean? And everyone's like, oh my god, he's like scary, because now he's not just innocent, you know, young freaking Padawan freaking learner. He knows how to use his freaking lightsaber, and he's a goddamn Jedi. Like that's how people, I really feel like people are like, you found the power within yourself, you're connected to the Force, you are the fucking Force. And it's like they don't understand you. Like there's something about like the Seven of Cups and the Star. There's something of like this mystery, or these options, or the depth. It's like these like worlds in worlds, like this inception. Like there's so many different sides to you, like that you're not chained to one expression of yourself. You're not chained to one mask of that to please everyone. Like I need to validate everybody. You're not in that energy anymore. You don't need their validation. You need your validation, spirit's validation. You're moving on from something because these people or somebody didn't give you what you deserved. They didn't show you kindness. They didn't show you compassion. They didn't give you true love. They were envious of you. They were bullies. Somebody was a bully, and you're moving on to something so much better. Something that, because now you're reparenting yourself. Yeah, the star again. Thank you, Spirit. That's where I feel called to end this reading. I love you guys. Just please, it's time to leave this temple and take that path. Go on that path. Go for it. I love you guys. See you at the next reading.